Okay, we are going to do some Xactimate Sketch. So you should have Xactimate on your iPad. That's probably the easiest way to do it. You should also have a DISTO measure laser tape, and if that's not synced already, see your admin for that. Go ahead and type in your password if you're not already logged in. Ideally, this should all be done already, but all right, let's add a new project. See the plus sign over there. I don't really need to worry about a name for sketch purposes. So you'll get to this screen and you don't need to fill anything out to move on to the next step. So just go ahead and click the menu 3 tab over here in the upper left corner. We're going to click Estimate and start Estimate under Sketch. Regardless if you have a sketch or not, it will always ask you to start the estimate under Sketch. It will always say Start. Okay, so now we've got this blank slate. I'm going to just do maybe a single room or two just to show some of the basics. So in the upper right hand corner, you see your little circle with a square. Let's click that, and we're going to click the one to the leftmost for Sketch a Room. And if you just tap your screen, it'll pop up as an automatic 12 by 12. So what you need to do is to change the length of a wall, you click on the wall perpendicular to that. So if I want to change, oh, there goes another room. If I want to change this wall's length, I have to click on this wall here, click it once, click it twice. You'll see these arrows pop up. Go ahead and click on the arrow, and now it should be ready to take a measurement. So get to a wall and measure from one end to the other. And if you want to keep that, go ahead and click the double-sided arrow, and we'll do the same. We want to do this wall. So we're going to double click it, or we want to do this wall's length, so we are going to double click that one. Let's get a measure on this length. Great. So this room I've got a 1011 by 9.5, but I've also got a closet and a bump out. So a lot of rooms will have it's like maybe like a 3-foot bump out for the door. So what we'll do is go ahead and click on your room icon, and we're going to drop down to this little zigzag right here and click square break. The easiest way I found to do this is click that and click anywhere along the wall that you're trying to bump out. So we're about right here. And see this dash here is where I've clicked with my finger. I'm going to click on that right white square and I'm going to drag it out. Great. And so now I want to get the actual measurement on that. I'm not sure how far out this is. So you can click this twice and you can either get a measurement from the furthest wall to that door. So that would be the right arrow, or you can do it from the shorter wall to the door. And this, if you go with the one on the left, you would need to basically just kind of estimate or just hold your measurer at the edge of the bump out. So I'm going to go with the one on the right because that will be more accurate. Let's get that measure. So it's only slightly off. And then the width, I'll just click the short wall here and the bottom arrow that is pointing to the left, and you get a measure of the width of that bump out. Great. There is also a closet, and so there's 2 ways you can do this. You can just do walls. So you just click back up in that right hand corner, and here's your wall option. So you can literally add a wall little by little there, which that would likely be pretty accurate. Alternatively, you can do a room, so click again on that right hand corner, click the room icon, and we don't like that. So you've got your room here, and in order to click and drag, you have to almost click really precisely on the word room 2, and that'll allow you to move it. And so you can go about measuring this. Just get in the closet. We're going to measure the width just like we did the room. It's a little deeper, and it goes all the way to here. I don't really need to measure it. Well, I know that's not correct, so I'm just going to adjust that. So here's a basic room with a closet. We can add some doors. So if you click in your upper right hand icon, go down 3, and you can see that little drawing there is a door. We're just going to go with the standard door for the entrance to the room. So it automatically will do standard. And then for the closet, we want to do sliding. And so we'll go back, and there is a sliding option. It is the 4th one over. Let's click that. With sliding, you can just tap and touch and it'll automatically do a specific size, or you can click and drag. This one is a pretty decent length of a closet, and you'll get the closet door. Now let's say maybe there is a random cabinet or a vanity or something in this room. Next, we want to add an object. So go ahead and click your right hand icon, go all the way down. It's the second from the bottom. It is the cube. And we want to use the one that says volume. And so that will essentially put a cube. I think they're default about 3 feet in height. So it's about a standard height of a vanity. And just click around where you want to enter this cabinet. Let's just say it's over here in this corner, and you have to do this one by hand. It doesn't sync to your measurer, so you just get a measure on that while you're there. Let's say I know it's 4 feet or maybe 3 feet. Let's shrink that down, and then it is maybe 110 in width. And then if you have not done so already with your settings for your Xactimate account, you'll need to go in and account for deducting anything around that vanity, meaning the flooring underneath or the perimeter behind, so there wouldn't be baseboards, right? So then you would click your block, and in the bottom right, click on the settings. It's the one in the rightmost corner. And if you go to behavior, I've already got mine automatically set, but let's say I want to remove the square feet behind the block. Like, I'm not going to be painting that. So that's on yes already, but let's say for whatever reason, let's say we're not going to go back with the vanity or something like that. I don't want the linear feet removed. I actually want to add that back in so I get those couple feet for baseboards or whatnot. So you click no there. Most of the time that's going to be yes, remove that behind vanities. And then square feet under the block, you will remove that if you aren't doing any type of flooring under there. This is just a way to make sure you're being accurate. So let's go ahead and close that. Okay. I think we've got a good room happening here. The last thing you can either do in Sketch or you can do it at your desk. I find it easier on larger sketches. Is go ahead and update the name of the room. And the way you do that is you click on the room. Again, click your settings in the bottom right corner. And right here, it's going to say name. And there's some ones already automatically uploaded, or you do a custom name. If you click custom, it should pop up. Well, it will pop up to enter something in. For some reason it's not working, but that's how you would do that. Again, I find that easier to do at the desk. And so those are some sketch basics. We can add another room here, but everything else you just really learn along